that when I started high school, I had to play a school sport. For those of you who don't know me, I've been a competitive figure skater my whole life, and to say the least, I was less than thrilled to have to pry myself away from skating and focus on something else. So it was between tennis and golf, and I think we know which one I chose. The first day of freshman tryouts, I was shaking nervous at the thought of having to hit a t-ball in front of all the girls. Of course, not only was I in the first group off, but Harv paired me with Landry Grace. At that point, I was ready to throw up. At freshman tryouts, I shot 113 and 108. This year, my low rounds were 78 and 79. And Landry is one of my best friends. Never did I ever think that I would be standing up here talking about my accomplishments in golf. Skating, maybe, but never golf. In the last 4 years, I think I've improved in golf more than anything else in my life. And with that said, I have some people to thank because I don't think I would have been able to do it by myself or pay for it by myself.
That's for sure.
I'd like to thank my coaches, Mike Emery and Gary Robeson, for teaching me so many insightful things about the short game and making my swing a great one. Next, I'd like to thank my coaches, Harv and Jones, for all they do, along with putting up for me for 4 years. And that can be a long time to deal with my antics. But my antics would be nothing without my teammates. Landry, Jackie, and Allie aren't here tonight, but I definitely wouldn't love golf the way I do without them. I'd especially like to thank Jackie for becoming and staying one of my best friends even when we were competing against each other. It takes a great person to be able to do that. Next, I'd like to thank Hannah and LD for being awesome friends and teammates for the last 3 years. You're both so talented, and I know you both have great futures in both golf and school ahead of you. Sarah and Lauren were my roommates at States, and let me just say we were the best roommates that ever were. I'll definitely miss times like these with Sarah and her sugar gliders. And to Lauren, I can't thank you enough for being the best friend and playing partner I could ask for. I don't think I've ever met someone more like me. Thank you for being the funniest and most supportive friend ever. Best luck next year with not only golf, but with Jones. Lastly, the people I like to thank the most are my parents. To my mom for entering me, driving me, and walking with me at every tournament. No matter if it were cold, hot, raining, snowing, or if I were shooting a million, my mom would always be there watching. And to my dad for being the best coach ever. I learned more about golf from you than from anybody else. Golf is a really hard sport, and I get frustrated a lot, but you never let me give up. My dad is the only person in the world that would take off work to come watch me golf, or come after work and golf with me. My senior year has been a rough one so far, but both of my parents have steered me in the right direction. So to all of you who weren't very fond of playing golf this year, stick with it, because you made the right decision. Jackson Golf is more than the matches and the tournaments. It's the van ride to the course, it's driving Harv and Jones crazy, it's the awesome purple pants, and most importantly, it's the people you meet along the way.